Ahoy! It's Captain Mell, and welcome to another episode of Chillin' with Captain Mell. I hope you're feeling chill vibes today. I hope you like my spooky, witchy background. I try to add a little something since it's spooky season now. So today I thought we'd do a nice chill video. I thought I'd show you some fun little vintage items. These were all curated from a local little thrift store, and also Vic's Thea Julie gave me a few items, which is very sweet of her. Shout out to Thea Julie. You're a real one. She likes to collect a lot of little fun vintage things, so she just gave me a couple things, which was super sweet of her. So we appreciate that. So first things first, though, also, I hope you like my hands, because that's what you're going to be seeing today. If you prefer face cam videos with my handsome face, go ahead and sound off in the comments below so I can do more of those. But if you have no preference, then that's cool too. Let me know. Anyways, let's go ahead and start off the video with hydration, which, as we all know, hydration is very important. Let me tap on this. If you guys aren't in bed right now, if you're awake, doing whatever, make sure you go grab some water so you can hydrate with me. I always have some Dasani on deck, so let's pour that. Here, let me get this over here. Uh-oh. Right, we have a lid. Time to hydrate, guys. That's very refreshing. As Dasani should be. I'm gonna have some more. Now, even though it's October and it's spooky season, climate change is very much real in California. We had a lot of fires this year, unfortunately. That's something that's very hard to control, but some people think otherwise. But that makes for a very hot autumn, so it's very hot here still. So we definitely have to keep hydrated extra this spooky season. Alright, let's bring in our little treats. I thought I would put them in these little trick-or-treat buckets because it's cuter that way. So I thought I would just pull whatever items out and we'll chat about them. Okay, let's go digging inside here. Alright, the first thing I got my mitts on is a super rad item that I was very happy to find, because when I look for these things online, they can be very expensive, unfortunately. But if you were a child in the year 2000, and also I think 1998, around that time, 99, you would know that Burger King had Rugrats watches that you can get. And this one specifically was for the Rugrats in Paris movie, which came out in 2000. It says it down there. Let me see. Yeah, it says it down there. It says right there. I know you can't see that, but it says 2000. And they also had ones that I think came out in 98. I'm not sure if that was for the other movie. I think it was just for just the cartoon. But I remember having one of each. I had one of these Rugrats in Paris ones, and I also had one from the 90s watches. But let's go ahead and open up this one. This one is Chucky and Kimmy. Let me open this up. That's what it looks like inside. Take this bad boy out. It has a little piece right here. And I will be keeping the box. I'm not throwing that away. It's just as nostalgic as the actual thing. Let me get him out of here. If I can get it out. There we go. Here it is. I don't know if you could see it. There is a bit of a glare. You can see my reflection. But, focus. Will it focus? It probably won't focus on it. If you want to really, like, see it in detail, I'm sure you could just look it up. It's the, yeah. You can just Google it. But this one is the Chucky and Kimmy one. Now, the battery, sadly, is very much dead. That's to be expected. I don't believe someone changed this battery the whole time. But the fun feature of the Paris ones is that they would come with two characters, and the characters, if you press the buttons, one of the characters would say one line, and you can press this one, and the other character will respond to it. And it was really cool. I was like, this technology, how did they manage to do that? We're in the future. And now we have, like, smartwatches. But, if I press this button, it makes a really weird noise that I don't think is very relaxing, so I'm not going to actually press it. And also the actual time part doesn't show up anymore, but I think at some point I will take it apart and put new batteries, but for now I'll just leave it be. Do some more tapping on there. Now, the one I had as a kid was the Phil and Lil one, which was, I think, all green. And yeah, the Phil and Lil would talk to each other, which is really cute. I wish they would make more watches like that where it had two characters from a cartoon and they could talk to each other. Super cute, but I do think I like this one a lot more than the one I had. As much as I love Phil and Lil, I love the orange color since it's my favorite color. And yeah, I also had one of the 98 ones. I think it was 98. Either 98 or 99. I had one of those as well. I think it was the Tommy one, which I think was blue. No. It was the Chucky one. I had the Chucky one. I think that one is also blue, though. Which I thought was a little strange, since I know Chucky's shirt is blue. But I feel like they could have done orange to go with his hair or something like that. Or even green to go, I don't know, or purple. I don't know why they made Tommy and Chucky blue, but it's whatever. Chucky's definitely my favorite character from Rugrats. Chucky is very existential for like a 3-year-old. He asks very deep and profound questions. And he has a lot of anxiety for a 3-year-old. So he's a character after my own heart. Also, I just love his little Saturn on his shirt. Love his design. But yeah, anyways, that's the little watch. I wish I had one of the 90s ones as well. But I was really happy to find these, because there was a couple of them there, but I only really needed one. I didn't need two. And I preferred this color. I don't remember what the other characters were. I think it might have been maybe Angelica. I don't really remember what the other characters were, but I definitely preferred this one. But yeah, there's that watch. I'll go ahead and put that back now. It's a little box. It also comes with a little pamphlet that tells you the instructions. I hope that's not too loud. Tells you how to take the batteries out and everything. Cool. Oh, it shows which ones that are on there. Let's see. These are all the other watches, apparently. There was the Phil and Lil, which is the one I had as a kid. There's Tommy and Dill. That's cute. There's Chucky and Kimmy. And Susie and Angelica. I think the Susie and Angelica was the one that was at the thrift store. And I just preferred the one I have, definitely. So, let's put that away. On to the next little doodad. I have some more kids' meals toys, but these are McDonald's toys. Now, I kept these in the bag because it actually makes really nice crinkly noises. And I'm really unsure about actually opening these. There's something inside me that doesn't want to open them, but also really wants to touch what's on the inside. Okay. Now, if you're a child of the 90s, then you're very familiar with these guys. These are the teeny beanie babies that they always had in kids meals, specifically or actually I think most fast food places had these at some point for their kids meals, because I remember getting them kind of everywhere. But I think the ones that the place that had them the most was McDonald's for sure. And I collected so many of these, but I had a lot of duplicates of the same little beanie baby because I just love these things. I remember I had a lot of little brown dogs. I don't remember what all their names are. I had the little brown dogs, And I had a lot of the rainbow chameleons. Again, I don't remember the names of all the little guys, but I had a lot of duplicates of those. These ones are from the 1993 release of these Teeny Beanie Babies, which I wasn't alive. I wasn't alive in 1993, but my older brother was. But they've been having Teeny Beanie Babies for a long time. So the ones I were alive for, I had a lot of. But again, they were mostly the same character over and over again, which honestly I had no problems with. I'm sure like there was kids out there that probably hated that, but I didn't really mind. It was like kind of fun to have triplets of the same little animal. But anyways, this is the lovely gay worm. A classic meme. His name is Inch. I always thought his name was Inchy, but his name is Inch. You can see that right there, Inch. And again, there's a part of me that doesn't really want to open these. Also, the crinkly bags make a really nice sound. And the other flavor of Beanie Baby is this little frog, because I'm obsessed with frogs. What's his name? Oh. His name is Smoochy. Smoochy the frog. That's amazing. I thought his name would be like Hop or something, or Hopper. But his name is Smoochy. And I want nothing more than to smooch him. But I also kind of want to keep him in there, trapped forever. A dilemma. Anyways, let's swiftly move on to the next fun item. And in a similar fashion, we have another little Beanie Baby guy. Now this one is a lot more recent. It's from, I believe, 2009. Yes, 2009. And it's a little Ronald McDonald. If you didn't know, I'm very much a subscriber to clown and clown aesthetics. I love clown core. I'm trying to collect, build up a collection of little vintage clown things, and the thrift store is definitely a good place for that type of things. But this guy's really cool because they used to have this thing, and I just learned about this because I looked it up because I was curious. They used to have like a little club that you could join on a website where you can like put in like your kid's birthday. If I was an adult and they still had this, I would put my birthday in there. But you could put your kid's birthday in there, and then they would receive a Happy Meal, like a birthday Happy Meal, where they would specifically get this as the toy. I think that's so rad. It says 30 years of happiness. I think this was like the 30th anniversary thing for McDonald's, specifically around 2009. So I think that's a really cool concept. I wish they would still have that sort of thing, because I don't know, I just think that's really cute. And also, this has, these were personalized, the little tags. They have a little code on it you can use on the website, but it has someone's name on it. And it says Zeal. Zeal. I don't know if that's a name or a nickname, but it's interesting. It's an interesting name. But This was specifically for someone with the name Zeal or nickname, which I think is rad that you could do that. I wish they had this still, because I would definitely go and do that as an adult and buy myself a happy birthday meal, even though my birthday has passed. But yeah, he has really nice, soft hair. Alright, on to the next item. I guess we're going through all of my plushies. This one is super fucking cute. This is my whole ass aesthetic. I kin with this guy. This is a Halloween edition of Piglet, and he's dressed like a little cowboy. And I think it's probably the best thing I've ever owned. When I saw it at the thrift store, I immediately imploded at first glance when I saw his face. I didn't know that Cowboy Piglet existed as a thing. And here he is. But yeah, this was actually a Halloween. There was like a set of characters. Oh, I don't remember. I think it came out in... I looked it up. I believe it came out in 2000. And each one of the characters was dressed up as something different. And they made Piglet a little cowboy, which is amazing. But unfortunately, the characters, the plushies, have little trick-or-treat baskets that are, you know, kind of like this one, where it's like a pumpkin and has candy in it. But he unfortunately doesn't have his. I think it fell off, probably, over the years. But no matter, he's still the best thing I ever owned. But yeah, he's from the Disney store. It's really cool that he still has his tag too. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the year on it, so I had to look it up, but I believe it's from 2000. And I'm not sure what the other characters were dressed up as, but I'm pretty sure Cowboy Piglet would be my first choice of the group. And he lives in my collection of bandanas, because that only seems appropriate. He also lives rent-free in my brain 24/7. Alright, on to the next item. Here we have a little Gumby guy. And if you're not familiar with Gumby, I don't know why you wouldn't be. I feel like everybody's familiar with Gumby at this point. It was a little kids cartoon where they used claymation characters for the animation. And Gumby was the main character, obviously, alongside his horse, Pokey. Gumby and Pokey. Now, I wish I had a little Pokey to go with Gumby, but I will settle for just him. Now, I don't know what year this very flexible Gumby is from exactly. I think he's actually just a repro of an older Gumby, because they made a lot of these guys with different designs and they just kind of got better over the years. He might just be from like 2014 even. A repro from 2014. He doesn't have a year on the back of him, but I don't really care what year he's from, to be honest, but he's still rad. And I feel like he's just such a classic character. He can do no wrong. Also, if you bend him correctly, he can hit the whoa, which is fantastic. And the next couple of items that are in here are a bit smaller. Are these two pins. Let's go for this one first. This one is a very fabulous clown brooch. These were both given to me, and also the Gumby was given to me by Julie from her collection of fun things. This was really nice for her to give me this. She also has an appreciation for clowns, and I'm starting to get more collectibles for my clowns so I could scare people. Yeah, but I'm a big subscriber to vintage clown aesthetics, clowncore as the kids call it. And this is a very fancy clown. I don't really know when this pin was made. My guess is the 80s, and I think that's what Julie said was around the 80s. Looks very 80s to me, especially with the crying tear. It's actually glittery. I didn't know that. You can't really tell on camera. I'm sorry if this isn't really focusing. It has a very reflective surface, so you probably won't be able to see it too well. But this clown has fabulous eyelashes. But it just has a little pin on the back, as most brooches do. And the other little pin that she gave me, which I'm really psyched about, I don't think you're going to be able to see it very well because it's very small and again very reflective, but it's a vintage, again I assume it's from maybe 1985 or around that time. It's a little Tomorrowland pin from either Disneyland or Disney World. It might be from, I'm gonna guess it's from Disney World actually. I could be wrong though. This is sort of what the old Disneyland and Disney World collectible park pins were like. They're a lot smaller and they had a different pin back to them. This has sort of the safety pin type of deal on there on the back where it comes out like that. They don't really do pins like that anymore. I really like this classic Tomorrowland logo because it has the little Donald Duck in the astronaut suit, which is super cute. If you didn't know, Donald Duck is definitely one of my all-time favorite Disney characters, and especially my favorite of the Fab Five. I definitely have a soft spot for Donald Duck. He's very relatable. So that's super cute that he's on there. If the park was actually open, the Disneyland park, I don't even think I would actually wear this to the park. I would definitely worry about dropping it since it's so small. I wouldn't notice if it fell. So I think I'm just gonna keep him safely on my Disneyland shelf. I'll probably pin him on my little Donald Duck plush at some point or after this video so he can stay safe. And speaking of Donald Duck, our next item is also Donald Duck themed. This is a little glass. This one I have absolutely no idea what year it's from. There's no date on it. And also it's very like vintage looking Donald Duck, which I like, but that could mean he's a bit older, but I'm not 100% on that. Also, it's a little worn down, but I still love him, and he'll gladly sit on my shelf. What I really like about this little design on here, there must have been like a little design wrapping around the whole thing, maybe something nautical. I'm not 100%, but you can see there's still little hidden Mickeys on there that have not been worn down, which I think is super cute that they're still on there. I don't know if you could see them, but I think that's dope that they haven't been scratched away. Now, I'm definitely not going to be drinking out of this. You shouldn't drink out of cups you find at the thrift store, at least really old ones like this. And especially with everything going on, that's not a super smart idea. I'm sure you can sanitize this really well and that would be fine, but I'm not going to be doing that. But instead, I'll just sit them on my shelf and I can look at them and imagine that I'm drinking Donald Duck orange juice out of it. Fun fact, I'm allergic to orange juice, so that's a very hypothetical situation. But the next item is another thing that you could drink out of, but I won't be. Is a Kermit the Frog thermos. Now, so far, this is probably the oldest item I'm showing you, although I don't know what year that Donald Duck cup was. This one has a date on it, for sure. And this is from 1979, which is really cool. I think 1979, the aesthetics are super cool. I really like the aesthetics from sort of transitional years into new decades, i.e. 1979, 1989, 1999. I just think the aesthetics are always cool around those years. But anyways, this is a little thermos with everybody's favorite frog, Kermit the Frog, on there. He's munching on his lunch there, and I'm sure he's keeping his Lipton iced tea in his thermos, because you never know when you're gonna have to spill the tea on the go. But I definitely won't be putting any tea or anything liquid for me to drink inside of here, because that would be really unsanitary. But yeah, here's the little cup, and there's the extra lid that you can spin off or twist off. And doesn't look too great inside there. It's a lot of wear and tear in there, which I'm sure isn't the healthiest to drink out of. But luckily, I hate tea and I hate soup. I think I have a problem with hot liquids in general. That sounds dirty, but I really don't like hot beverages, especially hot tea, or I don't even like hot coffee or hot soup. When it comes to liquids, I want them to be cold and refreshing to match my icy heart. But yeah, so that's definitely not going to be used for anything, but he's also gonna sit on my shelf next to my Froggy Beanie Baby. And the last two items I have for you guys are both clown themed. Like I said, I'm trying to collect more clown items because I love clown aesthetics, whether they're cute clowns or creepy clowns. I love clowns because I am one. But this is like a little clown. I guess you would keep your milk in it if you're having a tea party. Again, I hate tea, so I wouldn't be having an actual tea party, but presumably you would be keeping milk in there for your clown tea party. Now this guy has lots of clowns on there. It's a whole squad of clowns. I kind of want to name each and every clown on here. If you want to name them, go ahead and name them in the comments. But they look like they're having a rad time. I really like that the handle is made out of balloons. I think that's really cool. Yeah. And the next and last item of this video is definitely one of my favorites. Next to the cowboy piglet. It's this little mug. It looks like someone DIY'd the paint on here because it's a little, it just looks like it's handmade, which I really like that. I like things that look handmade. I think it's really cute. But it's a little clown friend with some really snatched eyebrows. We love to see it. And also has this gold detailing on the edges of it. Again, it looks very hand done, which I like. And what's really special is the back of it. I'm very mature, but this looks like it was a handmade gift to, I assume, a kid named Richard, who happened to be born on January 31st, 1952, which is crazy. It would be interesting if this cup was that old, but I'm gonna assume that that's just happens to be the person's birthday. Again, I'm gonna assume that this cup isn't actually that old, that maybe they received it on like their 5th birthday or something like that, which still makes it quite old, but I think this cup is very special. And I think also Julie gave me this too, which is super dope. and they make a great set together. Again, I'm not gonna ever actually use these for drinking anything, considering the age, of course. I don't recommend that, but they will sit with my other clown friends. And anyways, there's no more little treats in these buckets anymore, so I think that's going to be the end of the video. I think we've reached the end of the video. I hope you guys found this relaxing. Be cool if you did. Do all those fun YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Again, sound off in the comments if you prefer face cam or if you don't mind the videos with just my hands in it. I'll definitely be putting out more videos, so definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on some chill vibes. This is Captain signing off. Goodbye.